Now let's continue on what we are working on. I need to reload this screen, and then we are going to check out the refinements that we've made on that particular screen. Let's
I follow my own leg. No be person lead me go. Like water for the mountain. See us at the flow.
we're making refinements. Trying to reload them.
The table start to turn for my side.
This and get to see. Changes.
Joy come like morning sun. Yeah. We dey chop life every day. Yeah. My race I don't win now. Them say I no go make 'em, but my spirit ever strong. Yeah. I carry my own load. Now I know where I belong. The fire start to burn deep inside. The table start to turn for my side. I'ma see my levels now. Joy come like morning sun. Yeah. We dey chop, yeah. My race I don't win now. Find my way.
Let's continue.
Sweet life every day. No more walking for the dark. We just fly. Everything's soft now.
Let's reload this screen. What I want to check out is changes that we've made in terms of the button radius. Let's continue. Currently, this is what we have, but the changes we are not made. That means we are going to make them. Now, when it comes to the easy card, we're going to ensure that But for the text, for the dark mode, it's changed to black because currently it's not viewable in dark mode. Also, for the button Get My Plan, you are going to ensure that it has the very same border radius as the button on the screen.
Baby, tell me your last price. I see the way you move for this song. Market people, they shout my name, oh, but I only see your face, my lady. Only you, make we bargain, make we talk. Talk to me.
So these are the only changes that we are going to make on these are the only changes that you're going to make on the
I carry my load, I carry my bag, then I see you for the shade. Silk dress yellow like ripe plantain. Come on, you fine. You don't even look my side, just the price the dry fish. I stand there like pressing
those are the only changes that we are going to make on the profile screen. So make those changes and then we'll review them.
Tell me your last price. I see the way you move for this song. Market people, they shout my name, oh, but I
let's make those changes and then we'll get to review what we've made.
Your matter don't occupy my head, oh. Mama said, I say customer come. I know you're waiting, she talk. I just they look your walk. How much for your heart? I get the cash, I get the grace. No be smart thing I carry for pocket. Wait.
Yes, I've received the implementation plan, so let's implement it right away.
Baby, tell me your last price. I see the way you move for this song. Market people, they shout my name, oh, but I only see your face, my lady. Only you, make we bargain, make we talk. Talk to me. Your matter don't occupy my head, oh.
Then we can be able to review it.
Just talk to me. Lagos market too loud, but your voice be like song.
It was completed, but
last price. Yeah.
I think what we need to do before we do anything, let's try to restart this app so that we can be able to get feedback right away.
We move, always up.
That is much more better, because we would love to work with
No stopping.
feedback as it updates in real time.
Higher. We move, always up.
So let's
Always up.
restart it. I think it's going to be much more better. But when we make a change, we can see it in real time without refreshing the whole complete app.
Touch the sun. Touch the sun. Touch the sun.
So
Touch the sun.
let's reload.
One sound. One people. One people. Lifting. Yeah.
So let's reload this app.
Always up. No stopping. No stopping.
And then we can start off. I'm working on the onboarding itself, so we are going to go here, and then we rescan this, So I was trying to reload this. I made some change on the profile screen, but I was trying to reload the whole app so that it's in tandem. When we make the changes, they come in real time. We get to view them effectively. So it's reloading, then we proceed to view all those changes that we've made. It has reloaded. Let's sign out, given that I'm making the changes in the onboarding screen. So I need to re-go through the sign up process and get to view those changes, those particular screens.
Waiting this up, energy high, all the levels don't change. No be beans, we they fly.
So,
We only look at the sky. Burn like fire, no be beans.
let's go through these.
We they win.
These are the earlier screens that we worked on. I've made changes to them.
Feel the heat, never stop. Chop life, giant, we don't arrive.
So they are okay. Screen that we are going to check out for our quiz app is not complicated screen, but we are just making a few changes in the button. This is the screen that we are making changes on.
We move fast. Make this feeling
Let's go and recheck that very process. Yeah, this is a summary screen, but the changes we are still not made. Now, when it comes to this screen, for the get my plan button, let's decrease on the border radius of this button. Can you please decrease on the border radius of this button? I think we are going to attempt it one task at a time. That is going to make it easy.
King of the street on the throne.
Sometimes it's hard for a model to get it. If we don't get it, then I'm going to have to switch it to Cloud Opus, and we attempt it with Cloud Opus because Google Gemini is not attempting it very well for all the various attempts that we've made. Let's try this one time. If we don't get what we want, then we switch it to a new model. I always do that because at times you want these responses, but they don't come the way you want them. Not because the model doesn't really work, but because for that particular task, it's not really getting the task very well. Sometimes it's just difficult for some models to get some tasks. So with that, I switch to another, but I'm going to wait for this one to play out, and then after that, I'm going to review. I think it's not really attempting it the way we want. Let's do this. What I'm doing is that I'm going to switch the models. I want to use Cloud because I feel Cloud is going to get it in a much more better way. Let's use Cloud Opus, which is good at coding tasks. Of course, even Google Gemini is really good at coding tasks, but at times it doesn't really get things in a much more better way we would want them. So that's why at times I switch it and view that we get a better outcome. Because I believe that the changes that we are making on this screen, they are very, very minute. They are not so complex. So it's something that can be done. But we need to view what it has and yeah, it has done it. It has done it. We were making changes to this text. You will reach your target score, which was in white. For the dark mode, you are changing it to black, and then the border radius of this button, you are changing it. So like I've told you, sometimes Gemini doesn't really get the whole concept of what you're doing. So in that sense, you just switch to another model, and with another model, you are able to be able to deal with any functionality that you might want to work on. So let's continue to the next screen. Now for this screen, it's fine. We're just going to switch the border radius, I think. We are going to just switch the border radius of this screen of the button. So we are going to use the rating screen. So let's map it here. Now, when it comes to this screen, we are just going to refine one thing. We are going to ensure that the size of the red on App Store button and the border radius is the same as that of the button on the screen. So the change that we are making is that we are refining mostly the size of the button, but also its border radius to fit the size and the border radius specifications for the profile summary recap screen. That is the only change that you are going. You're not going to make any other change on any screen in our app. You're just making changes to this app, which is rather this screen, which is quite what we want. I always try to explain in a way that is kind of free, given that mostly I want to be as detailed as possible. This is a practice that I take on when I'm giving instructions to any AI coding agent to work on any screen or any functionality or any app. I always give detailed instructions, but I want them to be as simple as possible. And I always try to detail those elements that are on that particular feature that I'm working on. That gives that gives me a much more better way of attempting anything. Now that we've worked on this, we've worked on the button has been fixed. We're going to proceed. Now for the dark mode, when we come on this screen,
I found that old photograph in a shoebox. The edge is afraid and the color is faded.
I think we need to make some changes on the payment screen. Let's go back to it, because the way it looks in dark mode, first of all, I think let's reload. I want to first view it in the light mode, so I'm going to change it to light mode, then I go through the onboarding process. But basically I just want to view that screen in the light mode. what we can get to do. Before I make any changes, because for the light mode, I think everything is set out in terms of the button, but currently it's very hard to separate the button with the background color itself, which is not a practice that you want. So let's I want to be able to mode to light mode, then I can be able to shape out things. But given that it has just started, I'm going to go through it, then see how I can change it, then come back. Continue. Made refinements to most of these screens. Now, for this screen, what I'm not seeing is this secure button. If you were to check, the button is reddish, and also the background is reddish. I don't want to change the background, the gradient fill, but I believe it is quite different when it comes to the light mode. So let's first switch to the light mode. This app has the light mode and that mode, so I'll be able to view elements in the light mode but also in the dark mode. So with that, I'm going to log out and go back. I want to go back and go through this process again, because I want to be able to view all these screens, first of all in the light mode, but also ensure that everything is set up out very well. Touch the sun. Touch the sun. Touch the sun. One sound. One people. One people. Lifting. Yeah. Always so, no stopping, higher. I think for this screen we are, for the dark mode, we are just going to leave it, the elements, the way they are colored in the dark mode is the way they are going to be colored in the light mode. We're just going to maintain that. So we are going to make a refinement to the Think Quick Pro subscription screen. And the Also, this screen, which is the payment screen, for the light mode, everything is set up very well, but when it goes to the dark mode, everything is distorted. So I'm going to make refinements to ensure that even for the dark mode, the way the elements appear and all the elements, it's the same. So for the payment screen, we are not going to change nothing. Even in dark mode, we are just going to have the same kind of setup. That's all that I'm going to change. So now, when it comes to these two screens, I've noticed that the colors of the elements and the texts at times change when in dark mode. We are going to refine that. I want you to refine this logic to ensure that the setup is the same. That the setup is the same. What we have, how the elements look in the light mode, in terms of the colors and everything, it is how they are supposed to look in the dark mode, but for these two specific screens. So this only applies to these two specific screens, the trial offer screen and the quick think to these effectively, to ensure that the way the elements appear when you are in dark mode is the same way they appear when you are in the light mode. So what we are going to maintain is the light mode. The elements appear very well in the light mode. So what we are maintaining is that we are making changes so that the way the elements are appearing in the light mode is how we are going to organize them to also appear in the dark mode. And that ensures that the elements, like instead of the colors, do not really collide and are not distorted. So let's work on that. First of all, we are going to identify what we have in the light mode and then go re-maintain it also for the dark mode for these two screens, for the colors of the texts and the colors of the elements and the layout of each and everything in these two particular screens. Let me wait for how it is set out, because I will check it out. Because the way they appear, this is how the screens appear. This is the trial screen. This is the trial screen and how it looks. So the logic is that when people go to this screen, maybe they don't want to. When they go, they can select any plan, annual plan or monthly plan. If maybe they are opting out, they click the close button and then they are redirected to the trial. If they choose to choose the trial, then they can go through the trial, which is the setup that we have. The same, that the setup is the same. What we have, how the elements look in the light mode, in terms of the let's make this change and then we can be able to review this. What we are changing currently, elements we are switching up in the light mode, which was quite disturbing, because when you change to the dark mode, the elements we are changing and it was really taking away the way we've set it up and that orange gradient fill that we have for the light mode. So we are maintaining this also for the dark mode, and it is only that we are doing this for the trial screen and for the subscription screen, because these are important screens where users really need to view all elements that they need to view in a much more better way. So it has been completed. let's continue. Because we are in the light mode, let me try to refresh this. And with that, I'm going to go back to the dark mode. I want to view how these screens that we made use to here in the dark mode, because that was the change that we have made. Just like how they put it is white coding, you get to enjoy the process as you do it. It's not like you're going to have specifics in terms of how you approach it. Of course, there are several templates that you can set out. I also have some templates that I've set out that I use when I'm really going through the whole process, which are good, but times never get to have I can say enough time to use all those prompts effectively for each of the tasks that you're going to put out, because it's going to take a comment. So what I do, I try to explain as much as possible for each and everything that I do. So this is what we have for the light mode. I don't want to do this. I want to go back and turn this to dark mode. Then after that, I want to come back. The dark mode. Let's continue. Let's go through this. Screen that we want to view is the trial screen and the subsequent screens. These we've made changes to them. Yeah, I think the changes have been effected. The changes have been effected very well. That is quite interesting. It's quite interesting that the changes have been set up very well. We can be able to view them on the subsequent screen. Even when you come to it in dark mode, things are the same. So when you proceed, this is the welcome screen, which is the dark mode, which is quite interesting. So for our app, we have the light mode and we also have the dark mode. And the way we tag them, when you look at these changes that have been made, we have tags. So we have a layout of JSON code for the colors, and we know that this is the text primary color, then this is for the dark mode. This is the colors for the cards in the dark mode. This is what we have, which is quite an interesting practice when you're building out apps. Basically, that have different kinds of modes when it comes to the color, the light mode and the dark mode. But the better practice is to set out these primarily when you're starting to build the app, because when you have them, then the app, as you're building, you're going to reference them each and every time you're giving a prompt, which is quite interesting and good. You can even have a universal prompt that references them, which is quite interesting. So for our app, when we log out, I've noticed something. When we log out and we are trying to log in, there is an error that presents itself. I want us to, that error is related to our Firebase, and I think I'm going to set out a Firebase. Let's go to our Firebase console. Let's load it and get the rules, the Firebase rules that have for our app. Because it's not
but my spirit ever strong. I carry my own load. Now I know where I belong. Oh, the fire starts to burn deep inside. The tables start to turn from my side. Almost see my levels now.
what I want to have access to it is this app, because I want to get the current Firestore rules. Yes, we've integrated our app with Firebase. You can be able to store information about authentication, but also we are able to store information about the several bookmarked questions that are scannable. But when it comes to the rules, I think we need to fetch them, because we keep on getting the same error. These are our current Firestore rules. So let's get them. Let's put them here. Then we give the instruction.
Baby, tell me your last price. I see the way you move for this song. Market people that shout my name, but I only see your face.
So now we are having trouble when it comes to the retrieval of bookmarks to be shown in our app promptly. One of the things that I've noticed is that we are getting the error that I've referenced from the terminal, which shows that the bookmarks are not being fetched due to missing or insufficient permissions. But also earlier when they were fetched, they take long to appear. They take a lengthy time to appear in our app. So that is something that we need to refine. We want to refine it so that when it comes to the fetching of these bookmarks that are normally saved when someone has scanned a particular question, they are saved in the settings tab in the settings in the bookmark tab. We need to refine this functionality to ensure that these bookmarks are fetched promptly. We also need to ensure that the Firestore rules that I've shared are looked into, and if there is need to add logic that is going to stabilize the process of fetching the bookmarks without this error reappearing, then we also need to refine that logic. So we are going to attempt this as a senior engineer who is really well versed with Firebase backend logic, and ensure that we get to solve this effectively. Well, let's refine them, because these are the rules that we have. So we are trying to make refinements to them, because when we go to save our bookmarks, or for the saved bookmarks, they are not retrieved. This is quite alarming. We should be able to retrieve these bookmarks effectively. Well, because this is how our information is saved. So these bookmarks need to be retrieved, because we currently have some bookmarks here. See, this is a bookmark. So if it is there, it is supposed to appear. Very, very well. The other thing that we have in the logic of our bookmarks is that you can be able to the bookmarks have translations. So given that our app also is an app that has functionality to be translated up to 8 languages. So you can be able to view even these bookmarks in various languages that we have in our app. You can transfer our app, it's primarily in English, but you can transfer it and view it in Spanish, French, you can view it in Korean, you can be able to view it in German. So we have various languages that we have, which is quite interesting. But the challenge that we are getting is that the bookmarks themselves are not being retrieved. They are there because we have a current bookmark, but the retrieval process is not happening the way we want it, which is what we are trying to make changes to, so that first of all we can be able to save them, but also we can be able to retrieve them as fast as possible to be viewable in our app. And with the current system that we are using, which is Firebase, is very capable of retrieving these bookmarks, because currently when you look at that, it shows no bookmarks yet, but we have bookmarks in our app, which is disturbing to me. It's quite disturbing, so I want to look at these changes that have been made to this file, which is firestore.rules, and then I'll copy it and take it to bookmark. But I'm going to wait for it to complete the process, and I go through the walkthrough how we can make this change. Let's wait for this change to be made, then we can be able to go back and then review what has been made. Changes are underway, which is really interesting. So it has made these changes. We are seeing storage caching, then the graceful fallback before, and also it returns cache data instead of an entire. So it has added caching functionality, which is quite interesting. Then the bookmark probably is selected just on mount. Okay, that is good. So I want us to first of all click on these rules spell that we have. Let's first of all accept these changes, and then let's get them and go back to Firebase. Then we make the changes. Let's publish them.
I follow my own leg. No be person lead me go. Like water for the mountain.
Let's go back.
Like water for the mountain, yeah. See as I dey flow, the fire start to burn deep inside.
Let's check.
Tables start to turn from my side.
These changes and how they have been implemented.
See my level
Remember,
joy come like morning sun.
the changes that we want to implement.
Every day, my race I don't win, I'm a winner.
They're mostly for the bookmarks,
Them say I no go make 'em,
which are still not
spirit ever strong.
viewable.
I carry my own load.
I think this is
Now I know where I belong. Oh, the fire start to burn deep inside. The tables start to turn from my side. Almost see my levels now. Joy come like morning sun. We dey chop life every day.
let's go here.
My race I don't win, I'm a winner. Whoa. I find my way.
Bookmarks are not being
Every day.
retrieved from Firebase. Let's go back here. The
We
users.
just dey fly. Everything's soft.
Let's go to the users and point to the bookmarks.
Everything's soft now. Everything's said.
And get this. This link is going to be very useful when it comes to the bookmarks. I think it's going to give an overview that we really want.
I follow my own leg.
Let's change to Google Gemini.
No be person lead me go. Like water for
Now, this is the link. I'm sharing the link for one of our bookmarks. So when you look at it, in your understanding of Google Firebase Firestore, could we be missing anything in terms of the reference to that particular bookmark and how you're supposed to fetch it? Because currently we are not able to get access to it. So look at the link, and then you can be able to look at also our rules and review the reasons why you might not be able to view why the logic that we have currently is not fetching these bookmarks, and they are not viewable in our app on the profile screen.
The fire start to burn deep inside. The tables start to turn for my side. I'ma see my levels now.
So let's go back here.
Joy come like morning sun. Yeah. We the chop life every day. Yeah. My race I don't win now.
Let's use this particular email.
Sweet life every day. Sweet life. No more walking for the dark.
And then we are able to evaluate.
Just they fly. Everything's soft now. Everything's said.
So to me, Firebase Firestore is much more efficient when it comes to really bringing out the right elements that we want. Let's reload it. I want to review how fast the bookmarks are saved, because currently I can view the bookmark, which means that the changes that we made were affected very well. Yeah, I think everything is set out when it comes to the bookmarks. These are really good. Now that we've set this out, I want us to really review information on what we are supposed to do when it comes to setting out payments. What we want to use, we want to use revenue cards.
We move, always up, always up. Body move, higher. We move, always up, always up.
So revenue card is very efficient when it comes to setting up payments. So for the payments, that's what we are supposed to use. But before we do that, I want us to do something here. Now, I want you to create a document that is called
one people lifting. Yeah.
So it's going to be called revenue card payments.
Always up, no stopping.
And with these documents, I want you to look at the framework of what we have in our app. In our app, we have two screens that are going to handle payments. So these screens are the ones that are going to handle payments. The quick think pro subscription screen handles payments, and where we are having the monthly subscriptions of dollars $12.99, and the subscription. I think let us first get a calculator here. We make some calculations in terms of the
step in the place, energy high. All the levels don't change.
So it is 12.99.
Back at ground. We only look at the sky.
Time was
burn like a flame, stay bright. Everything clear, we see light. Lift your hands.
Time was 12, which is 1:55. So I want to
never stop. Chop life, we don't arrive. Long drum, make we come alive.
I want us to have
money talk, we know they speak.
So for the annual subscription, we are just going to have a pricing of $101.99. And this comes with this is almost with the subscription like a subscription monthly cut off of 35%. So now this is what we are supposed to have for the Quick Think subscription Pro. And when it comes to the trial, the free trial, people can be able to access the free trial if they want. And after the free trial, the free trial is going to take a period of 3 days, and then after the trial they will be able to pay the monthly subscription. And with this, I believe you are going to first of all primarily understand the context of our app, and also understand the context and the logic context of these two screens that we have. And with that, you are going to create a detailed document. This document should be a step-by-step reference app. That is where you're going to include the information. It should include step-by-step information and steps of how, first of all, we are supposed to set up our revenue cut, and the details that we are getting from revenue cut, and then where we are supposed to place these details in our app. Full stop. If there is a provision to include some details in the for payment, the details that we are getting in revenue cut, you can also mention that. When we have a systematic way of how we are going to set up revenue cut and the details that you are supposed to bring here, then from there it will be very easy for you to make a proper integration with our app. And also you need to include the details that you are going to get from that we are supposed to set up very well, so that these two logics for the app and for revenue cut are synced very well. So please, as a senior engineer who has logic in setting out payments, this document in detail and ensure that everything is set up very well. So So for this specific task, I'm going to use a Cloud Opus, which is quite advanced, and it understands the backend logic very well. So this is better because when we set it out, it's going to, allow us to set up subscriptions for our app.
I follow my own leg. No be person lead me go. Like water for the mountain. See as I dey flow. The fire start to burn deep inside. The table start to turn for my side. Almost see my levels now.
So now let's effectively set this out in a way that is quite good. So like I told you, for this app you can be able to switch it to from dark mode to light mode, but also you can also, when you switch it to Japanese, you are able to view the app in Japanese, which is to me the most important thing. Everything is set out now very well. What we are doing, we are trying to make analysis for the whole context of how we are supposed to set out revenue cuts for our app, because I would love to set it out. Payment purchases effectively well. Let's accept this. I think the most important thing is to really explain and work well with the LLMs, because when you are making explanations in a candid and detailed way, then you are really going to get the responses. So what I want a detailed document that is going to take us through how everything is going to be set up. For the payments, it is very, very essential. So it's giving us a step-by-step process of how you can be able to integrate these payments for this particular app. That is important. It's important because with that, Gemini has already understood the context of the app, and from the understanding of the context, then from that angle, it's giving us this detailed document that you can be able to use and set up your payments effectively well. And after setting up the payments, we can be able to test them, which is what we are going to do. So you need to sign up. Let's set up everything. let's set this up. So let's continue. Let's continue here. Let's go back to our document. Review. So we have created the account. We need to navigate to project settings. We need to navigate to the project settings and apps and new app. Okay, let's go. Go to the dashboard first of all. So this is what we shall be adding to the bundle identifier, which is the bundle ID.
Always up, body move, no stopping.
So we also need to add the App Store secret key.
We move, always up. We dey rise together. We dey rise together. We dey rise together.
Go to project, then entitlements.
Touch the sun. Touch the sun. Touch the sun. Touch the sun. One sound. One people. One people. Lifting. Yeah. Always up, no stopping, higher. We dey rise together. We dey rise together. We dey rise together. We dey rise together. Higher, higher. Higher, higher. Rise up, body move, no stopping. Let's rise higher. Waiting this up, energy high. All the levels don't change. No be beans, we dey fly. We only look at the sky. Burn like fire, no be beans. Everything set, we dey win. Lift your hands, touch the top. Feel the heat, never stop. Chop life, giant, we don't arrive. Lock drum, make we come alive. Lock drum, jump, make we come alive. Alive, make we come alive. Money talk, we know they cap. Shake way for heart, we the top. Best say we move fast. Make this feeling always last. Always last. Always last. Burn like fire, no be beans. Everything set, we dey win. Lift your hands, touch the top. Feel the heat, never stop. Chop life, giant, we don't arrive. Lock drum, make we come alive. Lock drum, jump, make we come alive. Alive, make we come alive. No be play, we be stone. King of the street on the throne. We body, higher we go. Chop life, giant, we don't arrive. Lock drum, make we come alive. Lock drum, jump, make we come alive. Alive, make we come alive. Chop life, we don't arrive. Alive. Everything's soft and
So let's continue. I want to set out these products.
yeah, it's all love.
We're going to create the products.
I found that old photograph in a shoebox. The edge is afraid and the color is fading, but I see beef. But I see the way you were looking at me. We were just kids trying to build a kingdom on a foundation of nothing but laughter and hope. It wasn't perfect, but it was our truth. It wasn't perfect, but it was our truth. And I wouldn't trade a single heavy day for a lifetime of easy grace. I still feel the way you
Let's create these
held
products.
me, like a soft fire against the winter skies. Ooh, just a simple magic of loving you. You taught me how to take a breath when the world felt like it was closing in. We walked through the seasons hand in hand, learning that growth is a quiet kind of pain. I look the woman I've become to become but I see your influence since waist and there's no bitterness, this distance thinst only the warmth, a story well told. I still feel the way you held me, like a soft fire against the winter sky. Baby, tell me your last price. I see the way you move for this song. Market people, they shout my name, but I only see your face, my lady. Only you. Make we bargain, make we talk. Talk to me. Your matter don't occupy my head, oh. Sun hot for Balogun today. Sweat they run for my skin. I carry my load, I carry my bag. Then I see you for the shade. Silk dress yellow like ripe plantain. You don't even look my side. You just the price, the dry fish. I stand there like person we lost. I forget waiting, I come by. I forget to. Baby, tell me your last price. I see the way you move for this song. Market people, they shout my name, but I only see your face, my lady. Only you. Make we bargain, make we talk. Talk to me. Your matter don't occupy my head, oh. Mama said, I say customer come. I know you're waiting, she talk. I just the look your walk. How much for your heart? I get the cash, I get the grace. No be smarting, I carry for pocket. Wait. I know be debt, I be walker. I pay the price for your love. I pay the price. Baby, tell me your last price. I see the way you move for this song. Market people, they shout my name, but I only see your face, my lady. Only you. Make we bargain, make we talk. Talk to me. Your matter don't occupy my head, oh. Price no be the issue. Just talk to me. Lagos market too loud, but your voice be like song. Last price. Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby, tell me your last price. I see the way you move for this song. Market people, they shout my name, oh. But I only see your face, my lady. Only you. Make we bargain, make we talk. Talk to me. Your matter don't occupy my head, oh. Sun hot for Balogun today. Sweat they run for my skin. I carry my load, I carry my bag. Then I see you for the shade. Silk dress yellow like ripe plantain. You don't even look my side, just the price, the dry fish. I stand there like person we lost. I forget waiting, I come by. I forget, oh. Baby, tell me your last price. I see the way you move for this song. Market, I only see your face, my lady. Only you. Make we bargain, make we talk. Talk to me. Your matter don't occupy my head, oh. Mama said, I say customer come. I know you're waiting, she talk. I just they look your walk. How much for your heart? I get the cash, I get the grace. No be smarting, I carry for pocket. Wait. I know be debt, I be walker. I pay the price for your love. I pay the price. Baby, tell me your last price. I see the way you move for this song. Market people, they shout my name, oh. But I only see your face, my lady. Only you. Make we bargain, make we talk. Talk to me. Your matter don't occupy my head, oh. Price no be the issue. Just talk to me. Lagos market too loud, but your voice be like song. Last price. Yeah. follow my own leg. No be person lead me go. Like water for the mountain. See us at the flow. The fire start to burn deep inside. The tables start to turn for my side. Yeah. I'ma see my levels now. Joy come like morning sun. Yeah. We dey chop life every day. Yeah. My race I don't win now. Them say I no go make 'em, but my spirit ever strong. Yeah. I carry my own load. Now I know where I belong. The fire start to burn deep inside. Levels now. Joy come like we dey chop life every day. Yeah. My race I don't win now. Yeah. I find my way. Sweet life every day. No more walking for the dark. We just a fly.